Hello everybody, it's Brittany, and I'm here to do a video on the Sun in Virgo. This is going to be people who are born from August 23rd to September 22. And let's just jump in and begin. Now, the Sun is the light that you feel confident showing yourself with. It's the aspect of your personality that shows its light, that's comfortable showing its light. But when we understand light, we understand that from a certain angle or perspective, light casts a shadow as well. So there is always going to be a shadow aspect of your personality. And the Sun is the ego of the personality. So how somebody would view your ego is that this is you showing who you are, showing your light, comfortable and confident showing your light, but it also casts a shadow as well. Now, beginning with the Sun in Virgo. So when we get into Virgo, we understand that we are entering into adulthood of the zodiac. We have just had all of the signs up to the point in Virgo. And after Virgo, we're going into Libra, which is all about relating with people. But before we get into relating with people, we look at our entire human experience from Aries down to Leo, where the Sun is home and comfortable. And we say, this is where the soul is. Could I have did that better? Could I have put my personality in a type of way that showed itself in a more better way? Was there a way to mingle, go with the flow, do me in a better way? And now that I have experienced my life, and I've seen it, and I feel fully confident in my last life, now I want to serve the community. Now I want to fix the squeaky wheels of life, and I want to try to be more technical with everything that I do. And this is kind of the direction subconsciously that the Sun in Virgo is in. Now, a big reason why you guys see me here in Japan is because when I think of Virgo energy, I like to think of humanity at its most detailed, perfect way of being. And when you look at Asia, in particular Japan, Japanese people, they're very intelligent, but they also have an incredibly precise way of doing things. And it's very delicate, and it's very graceful. Look at the culture of the geisha, a woman who was very much the perfect server, the perfect type of wife for men. She poured her tea a certain way. She was a dancer. She was a singer. She was a master, and her entire life was about mastering looking graceful. And that encapsulates so much Virgo energy. Look at the samurai journey. First, you are a person, and then you decide, I want to find a mentor, and I want to be an apprentice under this mentor, and I want to then train and become a samurai. You know, that whole aspect of the journey of going from student to master to apprenticeship, all of that is Virgo energy. Okay. So now, and we can also look at sushi. Look at how sushi is so popular all over the world. But isn't there a difference between if you have a master Japanese sushi person who, there's a way that they cut the sushi. There's a precise type of knife that you have to have. And there's a delicate way that you do it. And it's an art. It's an art. And you can look at all of Asia. You can look at China. You can even look at India. You can look at all areas of the East. They all have this sense of servitude. It's not quite like the West, where everybody wants to shine and show off and be the rich person. Yeah, I mean, of course, who wouldn't want to be wealthy? But this is a time or a place where people they admire being in the background. You can look at Korea. Look at how all of the women want to look so much the same. Nobody wants to stand out. Everybody wants to fit in. Because there's an ideal, a perfect way of looking. You understand? So, this is subconsciously the archetype of Virgo. And a person who's born during this time period, this is kind of how they come off, and the angle of which they're coming off on and trying to show themselves with. They're trying to show themselves as a person who is learning and who is mastering things. Okay? Now let's talk about the shadow aspect of Virgo. I said that, the Virgo person, they're going to be confident in being technical, be confident in being detail-oriented, be confident in going with the flow with different kinds of people, be humble in the sense of mastering who they are, but helping others. So what's the shadow? The shadow is that, have you ever heard this in life? There's no such thing as perfect. Pisces is the opposite sign of Virgo. And Pisces represents kind of like an illusion. It's the human soul kind of flowing and seeing through this reality, seeing through this matrix, and realize that everything is about what you believe, because there is no real. Everybody has a real. So what is real? You know what I mean? And so what is perfect? Perfect is an ideal dream, but it's an illusion that we create in our subconscious and that we strive to be, but we never obtain. And this thing about becoming perfect, being perfect. You see many people, for example, plastic surgery. Look at how women and men go into the knife, all to look perfect, but they're never perfect. And how many people die because of that? Life is about living, but you could be chasing perfection your whole life, and then before you know it, it's gone. It's over. Time is wasted. And here you are, and you feel like you didn't even live for you. You could be feeling like, I was putting on a facade. I was that perfect actor, that perfect character in whatever people I was dealing with, whatever people I was talking to, and I was helping this person when I was helping this person. But did I ever really live for me? You know what I mean? So these are kind of more of the darker shadow aspects. Virgo becomes so many different things, and it all is grasping a perception of details that is adding up to developing a spiritual enlightenment. And that's kind of what Virgo is about. So here we are at the final cut. And Virgo, it's important to remember that the Virgin is the symbol of Virgo. Why is the Virgin so symbolic of Virgo, and what can we look at the Virgin for in order to get enlightenment? We can look at the aspect of the Virgin and understand why the Virgin is clean. You have to think of, why do we admire people? We admire people because they choose when to have children. They choose when to be married. They choose when to be virtuous. They do it in a way conscious that people are watching them, and they are able to be admired. The Virgin is admired because the Virgin has yet to blemish themselves. They have yet to do anything that can distort how they are viewed by people. So the Virgin has so much potential of being what we idealize as a good person, a graceful person, an elegant person. Going in and out of situation with a flow. This is how we do life better. When we look at the ego, when we look at all of the signs up to Virgo, before we relate with others in Libra. we can be humble and live the simple life, the natural life, the life that is clean. That is clean because we respect the people, we respect the animals, we respect what we are. And so therefore, everything is good and everything is perfect. So thank you guys. Namaste, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Goodbye.